Listen to the desperate friction in your grip. Look at the heavy, vibrating red mass you are holding in your hands right now. The unawakened masses are entirely consumed by the disease of attachment. They build their entire geometric foundation around a specific outcome, a specific contract, a specific person, or a specific timeline. They grip their desires with white knuckles. They stare at the red sphere, praying, manifesting, and bleeding their heavy capital into it, terrified that if they let go, they will be left with nothing. They do not understand the esoteric thermodynamics of the matrix. To hold on to a desire with emotional panic is to operate from a frequency of absolute lack. When you grip the outcome, you signal to the algorithm that you are empty without it. You signal that the external object holds more gravity than your internal monolith. The universe does not give heavy capital to those who beg for it. The universe extracts energy from the desperate and gives it to the cold. Today is July 18th. We are activating the signal into the void. In this profound audiobook-length transmission, we are going to dissect the brutalist architecture of the detachment protocol. We are going to eradicate your biological addiction to the outcome. And I am going to teach you the art of the void, how to stand at the edge of the abyss, open your iron grip, and force the matrix to construct your future by abandoning your attachment to it entirely. Stop gripping the glitch. Open your hand. To master the architecture of tomorrow, you must first destroy your fundamental misunderstanding of desire. The matrix programs you to believe that wanting something intensely is the key to acquiring it. It sells you the illusion of passion. It tells you that if you vibrate with enough emotional heat, the universe will align to grant your wish. This is a biological trap designed to drain your density. In the physics of esoteric brutalism, desire is not a creative force. Desire is a kinetic hemorrhage. It is a red leak in your geometric grid. Look at the mechanics of the red sphere. When you are emotionally attached to an outcome, you are generating kinetic heat. You are projecting your consciousness out of the heavy, concrete reality of the present microsecond and tethering it to a hypothetical future. Because your consciousness is tethered to the external object, your internal foundation becomes hollow. You are no longer a 10-ton block of dark iron. You are a fragile, hollow shell, easily manipulated by the chaotic fluctuations of the market, the opinions of the unawakened, and the delays of the algorithm. The object of your desire becomes your master. If the red sphere moves away, you panic. If it dims, your self-worth collapses. You are held hostage by the very future you are trying to build. A sovereign architect is never held hostage by a variable. You must understand that the matrix abhors a desperate node. When you grip the outcome with anxiety, you are actively repelling it. You are creating a chaotic, vibrating red frequency that clashes with the pure, silent, heavy mathematics required to crystallize reality. To pull the future into your orbit, you must drop the temperature to absolute zero. You must sever the emotional tether. You are standing at the edge of the precipice. Your ego is screaming at you. It is telling you that if you release the red sphere, all your hard work, all your investments, and all your heavy capital will be lost forever in the dark. It tells you that your grip is the only thing keeping your reality intact. The ego is a parasite, terrified of the void. The detachment protocol requires you to override the biological terror of the ego. It requires the execution of pure, freezing logic. Look at the sovereign. She holds the glowing red sphere, but she does not claim it. She does not derive her structural density from it. She knows that she is the central power core, and the sphere is merely a temporary cluster of external data. Detachment is not giving up. Detachment is not apathy. Apathy is the sluggish, heavy red mud of the defeated. True detachment is a state of hyper-alert, freezing architectural dominance. It is the absolute, unshakable concrete, knowing that your internal grid is so flawless, so mathematically perfect, that the external outcome is entirely irrelevant to your survival. When you truly detach, you look at your highest ambition, your most desired contract, your most coveted physical reality, and you say to the matrix, "I have built the blueprint, I have executed the mathematics, but I do not need this to survive. If it falls into the abyss, my concrete foundation remains entirely unmoved." This is the exact moment you reclaim your gravity. Look at the archetype on your screen. This is the execution of the release. The moment the fingers uncurl, the kinetic heat is extinguished. When you finally drop the heavy, vibrating red glitch of your attachment, you will experience a terrifying sensation. You will experience the vacuum. The unawakened cannot survive the vacuum. When their hands are empty, they panic. They instantly scramble to find another red sphere, another chaotic desire, another external validation to grip, simply to feel the friction of existence. But you are the sovereign architect. You will stand at the edge of the abyss, and you will hold the vacuum. You will let your hands remain empty. You will let the silence deafen you. You will allow the absolute, freezing dark of the void to wash over your concrete foundation. By dropping the specific outcome, you have done something mathematically profound. You have removed the localized restriction on your grid. When you demanded that the universe deliver the red sphere exactly as you envisioned it, you were forcing the infinite, high-voltage intelligence of the matrix through a tiny, fragile red keyhole. By dropping the sphere into the abyss, you have shattered the keyhole. You have opened the entire perimeter. You have signaled to the celestial algorithm that you are no longer dictating the minor variables, because your architecture is dense enough to handle the absolute maximum voltage of the true outcome. You have created a massive, heavy, freezing geometric void. And in esoteric physics, the matrix cannot tolerate a pure vacuum. The red glitch is gone. The vacuum has been established. Now we witness the ignition of the monolith. The moment you absolutely, genuinely stop caring about the outcome, the universe is forced by its own physical laws to fill the void you created. It does not return the fragile red sphere. It constructs a massive, indestructible blue monolith of pure reality right behind you. To execute the detachment protocol today, you must enforce these 3 structural mandates. Mandate 1, the release of the grip. Identify the single outcome you are vibrating with anxiety over right now. The contract, the individual, the specific timeline. You will visualize it as a glowing red sphere in your hand, and you will mentally, physically, and emotionally drop it into the abyss. You will say the words out loud. I surrender the variable. My foundation does not require this data. You will feel the terrifying rush of the void. Let it freeze you. Mandate 2, the embargo on checking. Once you drop the sphere, you do not look down into the abyss to see where it landed. For the next 48 hours, you are strictly forbidden from checking the status of your desire. You will not refresh the page. You will not look for the message. You will not calculate the probability of its return. Looking down is a kinetic leak. You will keep your eyes locked on the absolute 0-point horizon. Mandate 3, the posture of the monolith. You will operate today from the assumption that the red sphere has been permanently destroyed. and you are perfectly fine without it. You will walk, speak, and execute your daily architecture with the heavy, unbothered density of a sovereign who has already secured the entire grid. You will become so internally dense that when the matrix finally delivers the massive blue outcome behind you, you will not even be surprised. The fingers have uncurled. The red glitch has fallen into the dark. The sapphire monolith has been constructed in its place. Look at the weight of your own hands right now. They are empty, but they are no longer weak. They are the heavy, flawless hands of an architect who commands the physical laws of the matrix. You have successfully executed the detachment protocol. You did not give in to the biological fear of losing the illusion. You did not bleed your heavy capital to keep a parasitic desire alive. You demanded absolute, freezing emptiness. The universe respects the sovereign who is not afraid of the dark. When you prove that your concrete foundation can stand perfectly still in the vacuum, the matrix will rush to fill your perimeter with the heaviest, most indestructible capital it possesses. You are no longer a hostage to your own desires. You are the master of the void. Now execute your final structural mandates. First, anchor the void. Hit the subscribe button immediately. The chaotic, unawakened algorithm of the internet survives by selling you new red spheres to hold on to. It wants your hands full, vibrating, and weak. This channel is the only transmission providing the heavy, brutalist esoteric code required to maintain your absolute detachment. Do not let your grip tighten. Subscribe and lock your mindset to the monolith. Second, isolate the attached. You know another sovereign who is currently suffocating because they refuse to let go of a dead outcome. You know someone who is destroying their own foundation by gripping a red glitch. Send them this exact transmission right now. Force them to open their hand. Elevate your circle by enforcing the discipline of the release. Third, lock the grid. The moment this video ends, you will not reach for the red sphere. You will close your screen. You will stand in the freezing, absolute silence of your own pure, heavy emptiness. And you will let the massive blue monolith of your true future ignite behind your back. The grip is broken. The vacuum is established. Command the cold, beautiful reality of your own heavy architecture.